It's been said that for a YouTube channel to be successful, it should offer only one type of value to its viewer. So if you want to be a lifestyle vlogger, only make vlogs, or stick to personal development, or even a tighter niche within personal development, or simply make videos about spirituality, or only be a sketch comic. That way, a viewer knows exactly what to expect from you, exactly what your value proposition is to him or her, and he or she can make that decision to subscribe to you and tune into you based off of your singular, focused type of video. While trying to be as consistent as possible, I stayed on track with this sort of personal development-y style video. But a few months ago, it started to feel stale, and I found myself being this guy who was just incredibly, insanely serious on camera, which was not my personality at all in real life. Around this time, I ran into the YouTuber Stevie Emerson.
You douchebags will now be targeting the top 1% of single women in LA.
And if you've seen me in recent videos and you don't know him, please subscribe to Stevie Emerson. He's amazing. But I saw some of his comedy videos and was just blown away by them. And inherently within me, I had this feeling like, I wish I could do that too. And so in an effort to make my channel feel fresh again and not be so serious, I started incorporating these little mini skits into different sections of the same personal development style video. But even then in doing that, I was incredibly afraid because I didn't know if I was funny or not. And then at one point, I didn't have enough time to make a full-blown video that I wanted to, which was on Joe Rogan, the principles of success from Joe Rogan. And so I did something pretty nasty, pretty despicable actually, which is lift one of Stevie's jokes. As someone who is such a big admirer of his, I simply took his joke, and the intention was using it as the intro and then leading into an actual video on Joe Rogan. I thought if I kept that structure, it would be sufficiently transformed that I could get away with it, and I could test even further if the skit stuff, if the lighthearted stuff worked. But I didn't have enough time to make that Joe Rogan video. I ran out of time, and so I just uploaded that little skit as it was. It was my first time trying something totally new on the channel, a pure skit video. A skit video based off of a stolen joke. And I felt terrible when I put it up, both because I felt like I was betraying my viewers, the style of content that they were used to, and also because I stole one of Stevie's joke, and I felt really bad about that. But the video popped, and even though people immediately recognized that I'd lifted the premise because his video was so big, a lot of people recognized that joke, it worked. And I got this feeling like, oh shit. Even though it's a stolen joke, I can do this style of video. Actually, just a few days ago, I reached out to Stevie and I asked him if I could compensate him or if we could work out a deal for me stealing his joke, because I felt really bad about it, and he responded in a really casual way. Let me actually pull up what he said to me. He simply responded, all lowercase, a run-on sentence. He said, dude, it's totally cool, no worries at all, man, great vid. The dude's a fucking legend. Even though that first skit on my channel was a lifted joke, something I shouldn't have done, it worked. At least it worked a little bit. It wasn't totally awful. And so I tried it again. I tried it with a Jordan Peterson video. And that one really popped. And so I kept doing them. I kept doing them like every other video because it just made the channel feel fresh, and I was excited to make them. And you know, while you're in the edit of one of those videos, it feels awful. Like, I've seen each joke so many times that the video doesn't feel funny at all. This most recent Gary Vaynerchuk video, I thought it was utterly unfunny by the time I uploaded it. But I just said, fuck it, we're just gonna upload. And so I discovered this new addition to my style of content that I didn't have before. But I got there by stealing, by being completely unoriginal. Now, I do maintain that it was wrong of me to have stolen a joke with that Joe Rogan video, and it doesn't escape me the fact that I stole a Joe Rogan video. Like, Joe Rogan hates joke theft. I am totally aware of the irony in that. But if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have able to navigate and form something slightly original, slightly my own, from a premise that someone else had done. Now, I do understand and maintain that it was wrong of me to have stolen or used one of Stevie's premises. But if I hadn't lifted that joke, if I hadn't tried something new by taking someone else's premise, then I wouldn't have learned something about myself, which is that I can make the occasional comedy video and I can keep my channel fresh by doing something completely different. Now, I don't think I'm gonna turn this channel into a comedy channel, at least not in a full-blown kind of way, but it has given this channel a new level of freshness. Stealing someone's idea, being unoriginal, led to innovation within my own channel. There's this phrase, good artists copy, great artists steal. And I think you sort of do occasionally have to steal to innovate. At least steal frameworks and then innovate off of them. You can find your own style and sort of explore more of your creativity only by doing what others have done and then finding ways to transform it into your own thing. And so I think this is an important message to keep in mind if you're a creative or an entrepreneur. I think it's very important to see what other people are doing and see how you can be inspired by them and then take that inspiration to do something of your own. Stevie, once again, I'm sorry I stole your joke. Thanks for being so, I don't know, chill about things. And for those of us who are willing to steal and yet innovate in order to be original, to us I say, greatness is coming. If you haven't caught on by now, we're doing personal development on Sundays, self-help, lifestyle videos, and then on Wednesdays, it's gonna be a sketch, all right? It's not a comedy channel, but there is a sketch every Wednesday. And I'd love to hear your guesses on who I'm going to watch once then. See you guys soon.
Boom.